Previously on Baby Teeth 4.
Addie, are you alright?
Yeah, it was kind of scary, but I think it was trying to guide me towards something.
Towards what?
Well, the last thing it showed me before I came back was this weird flat rock.
I don't think we can trust the skull, Addie. Where is it even hiding right now?
I guess we need to check the attic then.
Do you see anything up there?
What do you think it wants to do, Jillian?
I think it wants us to go to that place in the woods. Addie, was that there before?
The stone and the sticks? Yeah.
No, not that. That.
No, I would have remembered that.
Come on, let's take a closer look.
You're not gonna touch it, are you, Jillian?
I just want to see what it is. It's beautiful.
Jillian, is that a necklace?
I think it's like a choker. It has some sort of pendant on it.
Who do you think left it here?
It's weird. It's a really old-fashioned style, but it looks brand new.
Jillian, I don't like this. This reminds me of a grave.
I don't think there'd be a grave out here in the middle of the woods.
Well, how else do you explain it? The skull wanted us to come here, there's a big rock, and now this.
Well, if the skull wanted us to find it, maybe the skull wants us to take it home.
I don't know if you should touch it, Jillian. Remember what happened when I touched the skull?
I'm pretty sure that was just the skull trying to communicate to us, to bring us here.
Do you feel anything weird, Jillian?
I feel fine, but look at this woman. She's beautiful. She must have been royalty or something.
I just don't know what all this means, Jillian.
I think we need to take this back to the skull and see if it responds somehow.
Well, I guess it's better than bringing the skull back out here.
Come on.
Hello? I'm home. Is anyone here? Girls? Is anyone here? Girls? Girls, are you up there? Hello? Hello? Who is that?
Jillian, I could have sworn that we left that attic door open.
Yeah, the step stool and the flashlight aren't there either.
Daddy must have come home and put everything away.
Daddy, we're home.
Maybe he had to go back out again.
I guess so, but usually he sends us a text when he does that.
He's probably pretty busy today. Do you think we should get the skull now, Jillian?
Maybe not right away. I'd like to find out more about this necklace.
This whole time I've been thinking of the skull as being a man, but now that we have this necklace, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm really thinking of that skull as once belonging to a person.
Are there any clues on the necklace? Is there a date or a name or something?
No, I don't see any dates or names on this, but just guessing from the style, I'd say this is from the 1800s.
If that's from the 1800s and is somehow related to the skull, how did the skull get in our attic?
Yeah, this house was only built maybe 20 years ago.
How do you think it relates back to the stone? Do you think the rest of the skeleton is buried under the stone?
That's one possibility. Hey, do you think the skull wants to be buried with the rest of the skeleton?
Maybe that's the only way it will find peace again and it'll stop bugging us.
I just wish there was some kind of clue on this necklace before we go burying skulls in the woods.
Wait a minute, Jillian. Maybe we can do some research on that type of necklace.
It's worth a try.
What are you gonna look up?
Let's start with 19th century necklaces. There's just a lot of Etsy matches here.
Filter out the word shopping and buy.
Okay, that narrows it down, but there's just still too many necklaces.
Wait a minute, Jillian. We'll just take a picture of the necklace, do an image search, and see what comes up.
Great idea.
There we go, and send. You should have it in your drive.
That does narrow it down. Here's a historical site.
What does it say?
See this painting? This woman's wearing a necklace that looks a lot like the one we found.
What does it say about her?
They just call her the Countess. Not much is known about her, but apparently she immigrated from Europe and settled in this area.
I remember Daddy saying there used to be a mansion back in those woods, but it burned down over 100 years ago.
It doesn't say anything about the fire, but it does say that at some point she just disappeared. No one ever saw her again.
That seems kind of suspicious.
Yeah, there's so many things we'll never know that aren't written into the history books, or history websites in this case.
So what does this really tell us, Jillian, about the skull and the stone?
Not much, I guess, but I'm starting to think that maybe you're right.
That we need to take that skull to its final resting place?
Right, but there is something that's bothering me a little.
What's that, Jillian?
There were some rumors that she possessed certain supernatural abilities. Some people even thought she was a sorceress.
That is kind of creepy.
It makes me wonder if whatever happened to her had something to do with those rumors.
You think people were afraid of her and decided to do something about her?
If history's any indication, people don't always take kindly to what they don't understand.
True, but what if they were right?
Are you saying she really was some kind of sorceress?
You'll have to admit that everything that's been going on with the skull isn't exactly normal, is it?
I guess not.
Maybe there's a good reason that that skull isn't in its final resting place.
So if we take it there, we might be doing more damage than good?
I think it's something we have to consider. Wait, I hear someone coming.
Daddy, is that you?
No, it's me. Have you seen your dad anywhere?
No, we thought he was with you.
That's weird. When I last saw him, he said he was coming home.
He probably just forgot something and went back out again.
That's weird. He usually calls me if there's a change in plans.
Well, why don't you just call him?
I'm already doing it. That's weird. I hear his phone in the house.
Well, that means Daddy's in the house somewhere.
I'll find him. His phone's right here on the floor.
That's weird. He always has his phone with him.
Well, it's here now.
Girls, I'm a little bit worried. Do you have any idea where your father might be?
Addie, I think we need to tell her what's going on.
Yeah, I think you're right. So that was part 3 of Skull of Doom. If you think there should be a part 4, click that thumbs up.
While you're waiting, be sure to check out our other 2 channels, Baby Teeth More and the Jillian and Addie channel. They're a lot of fun.
Let us know what you thought about this video on Instagram. We also post new pictures, videos, and stories every day.
Thanks for watching. Bye!